Have you ever noticed that no matter how much you clean your house, it never really looks tidy? The truth is, it's not for lack of effort, but maybe you're cleaning the wrong things. I'm the facilitator, and today I'm going to show you 15 things you should be cleaning every single day, but probably aren't. And the best part, each one takes less than 2 minutes. If you apply this simple routine, you'll feel much lighter and more at peace inside your home. It might sound like an exaggeration, but it's actually the small details that make a place look dirty or messy, even when the main cleaning is already done. And let me tell you up front, there are items on this list that you probably never thought about cleaning daily, but they make a huge difference in how your house looks and even in your health. Let's get started. The first item is the kitchen sink. This one is classic, but most people underestimate it. The sink is like the thermometer of your home. If it's dirty and piled up with dishes, it feels like the entire house is falling apart. But when it's clean, dry, and free of food scraps, the impression is completely different. The secret here is to not let things pile up. The moment you finish using it, give it a quick clean. A fast sponge scrub and drying in less than 2 minutes prevents bad odors, keeps insects away, and maintains the heart of the kitchen in order. Think about it. How do you feel when you see the sink overflowing with plates? It makes you not even want to cook, right? The second item is the stove. I know it's tempting to leave it for the next day, but every oil splatter, every forgotten crumb just builds up. And before you know it, your stove looks like it went through a war. Wiping it down with a damp cloth and a little dish soap every day takes less than 2 minutes and saves you hours of heavy scrubbing later. On top of that, keeping the stove clean gives off that feeling of care and order, even if the rest of the kitchen isn't perfect. The third item is the dining table or countertop. How many times do you come home, drop your keys, bag, mail, and everything else in that spot? That area becomes a magnet for clutter. It might not even be that dirty, but it always looks messy. Wiping the surface with a damp cloth every day instantly brings a sense of freshness. So here's the question. Do you also use your dining table as a dumping ground, or is it always ready for a meal? The fourth item is the bathroom mirror. Have you ever noticed those toothpaste splatters that appear like magic? It might seem trivial, but a dirty mirror makes the whole bathroom look neglected. Just wiping it down with paper towels or a cloth and some glass cleaner in under a minute completely transforms the space. It's impressive how a sparkling mirror makes it feel like the bathroom is spotless, even if you haven't cleaned anything else. The fifth item is the faucets. In the bathroom, kitchen, wherever they are, water, soap, toothpaste, everything leaves marks. Suddenly, that faucet that should be shiny looks dull and stained. If you give it a quick rub with a dry cloth every day, not only does it keep the shine, but it also prevents that buildup of limescale that's much harder to remove later. It's fast, easy, and instantly makes things look cared for. The sixth item is your phone. Yes, your phone. You touch it all the time, on the street, on the bus, in the bathroom, in bed, in the kitchen. Have you ever thought about the amount of dirt and bacteria it collects? Wiping it down with a little isopropyl alcohol takes just seconds and makes a huge difference. Besides hygiene, it prevents that greasy screen covered in fingerprints. The funny thing is, we clean the floor, we clean the sink, but we forget about the object we touch the most every single day. Do you already have the habit of cleaning your phone daily? I do. The seventh item is the remote control. Another forgotten one that passes from hand to hand, covered in dust and grease. The worst is when you notice the buttons are even sticky. In less than a minute, you can wipe it with an alcohol cloth and make it look brand new. It's one of those invisible details that, when taken care of, really changes the perception of cleanliness. The 8th item is your keys. That's right, your house keys, car keys, bike keys. They're in your pocket, on the floor, on the counter, at the bottom of your bag. Have you noticed how a dirty key even stains your hands? A quick daily wipe with alcohol prevents buildup of dirt and germs. It's a small thing, but it directly impacts hygiene. The 9th item is the light switches. These are the champions of neglect. Everyone touches them several times a day, but almost nobody cleans them. The result? They turn yellow, greasy, and even visibly stained. A quick wipe with a damp cloth solves it in seconds, and the visual difference is huge. It's almost like whitening a yellow tooth. It changes the perception instantly. The 10th item is shoes at the entrance. No, you don't need to wash your shoes every day, but cleaning the soles before coming inside is enough. Think about it. Do you really want everything you stepped on outside spread across your floor? A quick wipe does the trick, or a clean doormat. Also, having a little designated spot to keep them organized instantly makes your entryway look presentable in under 2 minutes. The 11th item is your computer or laptop keyboard. If you work or study often, you know crumbs, dust, and grease pile up in a blink. Wiping it with a dry cloth, or even turning it upside down and tapping lightly, already helps. For a deeper clean, a cotton swab with alcohol works wonders between the keys. And let's be honest, have you ever looked closely at your keyboard? What you'd find there could probably make a whole meal. The 12th item is your couch cushions. It might sound like overkill to clean them daily, but it's not. Just shaking them out, giving them a light pat to remove dust, and straightening them takes less than a minute and completely changes the look of your living room. A couch with dusty, slumped cushions looks like it's never been cared for. A couch with fluffed, aligned cushions gives the impression the entire house is in order. The 13th item is the cutting board. Even when you think you've washed it well, it still holds odors and residue. If it's wooden, it's even worse. Scrubbing it with dish soap and a brush, or even rubbing with a lemon, helps keep it free from bacteria. It's a matter of health, not just appearance. The 14th item is the door handles. We touch them dozens of times a day and almost never think about cleaning them. The result is grease, smudges, and germs piling up. Just a cloth with alcohol, a few seconds of care, and done. The feeling of touching a clean doorknob is completely different. Trust me. And finally, the 15th item, the small trash bins in the house, especially in the bathroom. They might not even be full, but just one used tissue, a sanitary pad wrapper, or accumulated paper is enough to cause bad smells. Emptying those bins every day is one of the simplest ways to avoid unpleasant odors and that invisible sense of dirt that spreads through the home. Now tell me, out of these 15 items, how many do you already clean daily without even thinking about it? And how many did you realize you've been completely ignoring? Drop it in the comments, because it's exactly this exchange that makes us notice the details we've been overlooking. The big point here is understanding that keeping a house clean and organized doesn't depend on long, exhausting cleaning sessions. It's the small daily habits that make the difference. When you look around and notice the sink shining, the mirror spotless, the couch tidy, and the little details in place, your mind instantly feels more at peace too. That impacts your mood, your productivity, and even your willingness to take care of other areas in life. And this is where many people go wrong. They wait until Saturday to clean the entire house at once. But you know what happens? Saturday comes, you're tired, you postpone it, and you end up stuck in a cycle of mess. Now, if you take care of these 15 items every day, in less than 20 minutes, your home will never look neglected again. It's not about effort, it's about consistency. So, which of these habits are you going to start applying today? Pick at least one and let me know in the comments. Because a clean house every day is not about perfection, it's about intelligence. And let's be honest, there's no better feeling than sitting on the couch, looking around, and knowing everything is in order, without having spent hours slaving away with a broom and mop. Big hug, and see you in the next video.